hair porosity. What type of hair do you have, and how can you use that knowledge to be able to help change your hair porosity? In this video, we're going to talk about low porosity. And maybe if you have it on your hair, the tips that you can use to kind of help change the porosity of your hair to be a little bit more manageable. So low porosity is all about that cuticle being way too tight. Think if your hair takes way too long to dry, it holds on to that moisture and it's dripping, or it doesn't seem like you can get it dry. It takes forever when you're using the blow dryer or towel drying your hair. It may look a little bit more oily, or it gets oily faster. That's because that cuticle is super sealed and the oil just sits on the hair versus absorbing into that hair shaft. How can you test if you have low porosity hair or high porosity hair? We're gonna do a float test. You're gonna make sure your hair is very clean and dry. Then you're gonna get a bowl of water. Just put a little bit of water in it, and you're gonna have to pull a piece of your hair out. All right, let's do mine. So I clearly have different hair types. I have blonde up on top and then very dark on this bottom section. So I'm gonna test both of them because sometimes you can have different porosities on the same head of hair. What are we looking for in the float test? So for low porosity hair, you're gonna notice the hair is just gonna float. It's gonna sit right on top of that water, no sinking whatsoever. It just stays on top. For medium porosity hair, it'll float, but then it'll slowly sink to the bottom. Now for real high porosity hair, you're gonna put that hair in the water and it's gonna sink fast all the way to the bottom. So let's see what type of hair I have. That blonde hair is floating. It is just sitting on top of the water, and that is my blonde hair. Now I have my dark pieces. Those are also floating on top. So now that I know I have low porosity hair, what are the things that I can do to help my hair actually absorb all the products I'm putting on it, or even the moisture that I'm trying to put on my hair? Because what happens with low porosity hair, when you're putting products on, they're just laying on top. They're not actually able to absorb that really good leave-in product that you're putting in on your hair. And kind of what's the point if it's not going to suck up that product? So I'm gonna give you a few tips on ways that you can help your hair's porosity. So tip number one, you're gonna use steam to help that cuticle open. So when you're using a deep conditioner or a leave-in product, it is going to then absorb into the cuticle. So how are you gonna do that? I know everybody has been in their bathroom after they've taken a very hot shower and it's very steamy in there. So that will help open up your hair cuticle. Then you can add that leave-in conditioner or your deep conditioning treatment, or you can take a shower cap after you get out of the shower and it's kind of steamy in there. Put that shower cap on while your hair is still hot from the shower. Put that over the top of your hair to kind of help that kind of steam open the cuticle so it can soak it up. You can sit underneath a dryer. You can use a hot or warm towel. Put that over the top of your head and let that product sit on, and that will help open that cuticle. Now, tip number two. You don't want to overuse heavy oils. Obviously, I've already said the oil and certain products will just sit on top of your hair, so that can cause buildup, and we do not want buildup on low porosity hair because it's just sitting on the top. It's just going to waste. You want lightweight and water-based products. That way it's easy to rinse it off of your hair when that time comes. If you guys want to see lightweight water-based products, I'll leave a couple down below. Pop them up on the screen so you can see what things you should be using. Now on to tip number three. You're gonna have to clarify often to strip those products off of your hair that are just sitting on top. So how often? Again, it depends on your hair. If you notice your hair does get oily a lot faster and you feel like you have to wash it more often, then you will probably have to do a little bit more often. Then say someone like mine, my hair definitely is low porosity, but it is still a little bit drier and I don't get super oily, so I would need to clarify as often. Oily hair, maybe shoot every 2 weeks. Someone like me, I probably clarify every 4 weeks. Okay, tip number 4, we kind of touched base on this earlier on tip number 1, but you are gonna wanna use warm water when you are, say, rinsing your hair, or you're trying to make sure that cuticle gets open. So you're not gonna wanna use cool water. A lot of times people say, ooh, you know, rinse your hair off and use cool water. For someone who has low porosity hair, that's not good because your cuticle is already pretty tight. So you wanna use warm water so that way that cuticle is open and it will accept all the products that you're putting on it, especially like your conditioners and your leave-in products after you shower. Now tip number 5, and this one might blow your minds. I hadn't heard of this, but it is a layering technique for products, and there is a certain way to do it based off of your hair porosity. So you wanna do the LCO method for low porosity hair. So that's gonna be your leave-in first, then you're gonna do a cream-based product, and then you will finish it off with your oils or your serums. So why do we do it in that particular order for low porosity hair? It's because you want to seal in that moisture. So if you're using an oil base first, that oil is kind of blocking all of the moisture products out of your hair. So you want to do leave-in, then your cream, and then that oil to seal all of those nice moisture products into your cuticle. And remember, be patient. It's not going to happen overnight where you change the porosity of your hair. It does take a while for you to kind of get the porosity back in balance. Best case scenario, you want kind of that medium porosity hair to where it's going to accept all the products that you're putting on it, absorb, not be dry. But again, using these steps, they will help your low porosity hair and come back into balance. As always, if you have any questions whatsoever on how to deal with your low porosity hair, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comment box below. I want you to leave me a comment. Are you low porosity like me, or are you high porosity? You might be going, how in the heck do I deal with high porosity hair? Well, stay tuned because this next video, it's going to show you all the things about high porosity hair. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.